What's up, everybody? It's your boy Frowns, and today I'm back with a great one. My motherfucking nephew, Saul Luna, man. How you been?
I've been great, bro.
Yeah, man. It's good. It's good to get back with you. You've been out here making a lot of noise, man. You've been busy.
Super busy.
It's like, damn, I interviewed you a while ago, and then you've already, you know what I'm saying, made major steps past from what you were doing. Like, it's insane. It's really insane, man. I'm really proud of you. I want you to know that.
I appreciate that.
So, let's start with what's current right now. And that's the, you know, the gatherings downtown. I'm going to try to keep the words right because, you know what I'm saying, you say certain words, YouTube will trip on you, whatever. But so the situation downtown and across the world, you've been down there on the front lines and you see more than what other people see, because, you know, there's a lot of us warriors on the couch, you know what I'm saying, like saying what they say, but they ain't off their ass, you know what I'm saying. I can admit I'm one of those people, and, you know, I wish I was out there, you know what I'm saying, but with the kids, man, I ain't gonna be taking my kids down there.
Definitely.
But first off, how do you feel about the temperature right now in society? Because you see a lot of people coming together, and you see a lot of people, you know, having opposite opinions.
Yeah, there's definitely a big divide in how people feel, and I noticed that because what I do, for people that don't know, is I go live, and I go down there rather than just taking videos. And sometimes on my live I get a bunch of positive feedback, and sometimes it'll just get to a bunch of viewers, and then, like, all of a sudden you just get a bunch of people arguing in the comments back and forth. People with the all lives matter comments, people with the oh, you guys need to stop breaking things comments and all that. So there's definitely a divide, but the unity is bigger than I've ever seen. It's the biggest in history. You know what I mean? This is the biggest civil rights movement in the history of the world.
I'm glad you don't respond to that shit. You know, there's some things that you could respond to and shit, but you just don't choose to. And it's cool because, you know, it clouds shit up once you start responding to the negativity.
Yeah, I try to keep away from the negativity. It does get to me, though. Like,
I understand.
I've always, my whole life, always cared about how people felt about me. So seeing a bunch of negative comments does affect me, but I try to keep it chilled, because the people who are watching, they don't want to sit here and listen to me reply to comments all day. They want to see what's happening.
Exactly.
So I gotta hold that in, and it's hard to. It's definitely really hard to.
It's very hard to, because, you know, we're creatures of emotion. You know, I'll be the first to admit it. The slightest thing can set me off. You know, I'm older too, so it's like, damn, what the fuck? I need to be able to control myself a little better. But I get it, man. Certain things can set people off. Now, as far as so you're down there, you're in the situation, you're in the middle of it, you know what I'm saying? And that is crazy, man. I was watching, man. You got hit with the flash, was that tear gas, man, that you got hit with?
Man, I've been hit with tear gas, the rubber bullets, the rubber pellets, they have, like, pepper pellets now, like, you get hit with it, and it also sprays pepper spray at everybody.
Man. Oh, you talking about, oh my God. You know what, too? That's a war crime, you know that?
Man, that's what I've been,
tear gas is a war crime. They did treaties. Countries did treaties about this shit, you know, but they can use it domestically. That's disgusting, man.
Real talk.
I mean, what does it feel like, man, when you get hit with that shit, and what'd you do to fix it?
So the very first day that I went down there, actually, I used to experience it with the Trump protests. You remember that?
Yeah. So
I would be down there, but I didn't really get, like, a huge whiff of it. They weren't using it as powerfully as they're using it now. But the first day I went down there, boom, got hit with it. I never felt anything like that in my life. I've been pepper sprayed before, but this was worse. This was worse.
Really?
Yeah, like, it wears off faster. But it's bad. Like, people had to pull me out, and I felt like a little girl. I felt like a little baby. I was coughing, crying, throwing up. And now that I'm more organized, now that we got the goggles on, now that we have the masks, we're all a lot more organized. Last night they smoked the crap out of us. Like, it was crazy.
They were gassing y'all?
They were gassing us harder than they ever have. And people were walking out hardly even phased, because everybody's so organized now. We're so used to it. We're so used to we're prepared now.
Yeah.
So it definitely sucked the first few days, but now that we're ready, now that we're like more, I feel like even maybe we built an immunity to it almost. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it happens. You know. Did they use the LRAD?
Nah, not yet. I don't think so. They may have, but I didn't experience it. Not yet.
Okay.
What is LRAD?
LRAD is it's a long range audio device. I think that's what that means. It's where they can point it at you and you hear like their voice in your head, basically. From like it could be from way down the street. You know what I'm saying? When they're talking about leave and all that shit and disperse and all that shit, it like reverberates from your like the bones in your motherfucking ears and shit or something like that.
Somebody in the comments was actually telling me that it can make you crap yourself.
They've got that, right? And they've also have this thing that's a sonic device where they can point it at you. You don't see nothing, you don't hear nothing. They point it at you and you feel like you're on fire.
Yeah, I saw that one.
That's crazy.
So, and don't matter what kind of layers of clothing you got, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna fucking dip. So just be mindful about that out there, man. Tell your people, tell your friends, you know what I'm saying? Tell everybody out there pushing. Another question that I wanted to ask you about this whole situation is so you're out there, you know what I'm saying? You're talking to the people, you know, because you hear all these people like, you know, what do you really accomplish with all this and that? You know what I'm saying? And I know how I feel and what I want accomplished. What do you want to see get accomplished in the end from being out there every day and putting in so much work?
So for me, I was almost okay with, you know, just being black and being treated unfairly. It was almost just like, you know what? I was born this way. There's nothing I can do. It's almost like it's messed up that I felt like I was born with a disability. You feel me? Like I felt like I was born with like a hearing problem, or born with like a heart problem, or born with.
You feel like you have to present yourself a certain way to make other people comfortable, when you just should be able to just be yourself.
Exactly. So what I want is, I don't want to have to grow up and tell my kids what racism is and what police brutality is, because I've had to do that. I've had to tell the 6-year-old what police brutality is and what racism is, and I don't want to have to grow up and do that. What this protest is, it's not only to change the police, but it's also to change the minds of other people who are watching from home. That's why we care so much. That's why we care so much to be consistent and come every single day, because the news is no longer talking about the lockdown. They're no longer talking about the coronavirus. They're talking about us. They're talking about us as black people. They're talking about the Black Lives Matter movement, and everybody at home is watching this. They can't take their eyes and go watch something else. They want to see what's going on in the news. And so not only we're trying to change the police, we're trying to change the minds of people who are watching from home.
So
and that's
police
that's super important.
Accountability. There needs to be a reform for the accountability.
That's one thing
of what
too.
These motherfuckers. Because you know what I saw that really, really fired me up, man, and it really hurt my feelings, man, really bad. I heard that of the last 400 plus black men and women that have been killed by police, their combined jail time for it is less than the time Michael Vick did for killing a dog. So that tells you how they feel about the value of the black man and woman. And it's like my auntie says, man, the more things change, the more things stay the same. But we are creating change, and this is the biggest civil rights movement in the history of the world that we know of. So, man, I applaud you, and I value that, man, and it makes me proud to see you doing that, man, because you're my nephew. I know where you come from. I seen you grow up. Now, on to some more positive stuff. I mean, that is some positive. It's a mixture, you know. But on to shout out to Memphis Mackie back there, though.
Hey, man, what's
you know what I'm saying? On to some more positive stuff, man. You've been you stay busy with the music.
Oh yeah.
You stay busy with the music, man. I love this shit, man. I really like the one where you sampled the
you're talking about With the Gang. I sampled
that's a great
Choosy
song.
Lover. Yeah.
Choosy Lover. Woo!
Yeah.
That's great.
Appreciate it.
So, and not only that, man, you know what I'm saying? With the gang, just kept going crazy. And I noticed the TikTok thing, man. Tell the people about how that came about and that
Definitely.
blessing and shit.
So, pretty much with TikTok Tunes, that's the channel that I've been trying to upload all of my music. A lot of the people hate on it because they're like, you're just uploading your music on bigger platforms, yada yada. But I was getting
That's
views
what you're
before
supposed
that.
to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, lazy niggas. You supposed to do that. You're supposed to put
Man.
money into you.
Literally.
And they gotta accept it too.
And they have to accept it. So it's not like it's like they're just gonna be like, thanks, yeah. Motherfucker, spend some money on yourself. Go ahead, man. Sorry about that.
But so I found this channel, TikTok Tunes. I was just going and trying to find a channel that I could be, you know, consistent and upload my videos so that anytime that I wanted to upload a song, I could just hit them up and be like, yo, I got a song, let's get it.
Yeah.
I went through a bunch of channels and a lot of channels were cool, but TikTok Tunes was just like, it sat right with me. It felt natural. So I tapped in with him. He's been accepting pretty much every song I send him, which is super rare for channels to accept, underground artist song. And he's been just super consistent with accepting my songs. So I just keep trying to get on there. Right now I got Let You Go on there. That's 2.5 million views. And I got Not Enough on there. That's at almost 600,000 views. And I got the Chosen music video going to be releasing in the next week or two. And it's going to be the first music video that they have on their channel. So we're going to see how that does. If you're watching and you want to see that video, go to TikTok Tunes YouTube channel.
And you know what? I'll put that down in the description.
Oh,
Just make it easier. I'll just put the link down there so you can just hit it and it'll go right to the video. And that's super dope, man. 2.5 million views, man. Holy shit. You know, not a lot of people from from our city has been able to achieve something like that, to have 2.5 million people to see your music or hear your music. That's really great, man.
Appreciate it.
I want to also give a shout out to you and Southeast Mouthpiece. That was good, man.
Thank you.
I spoke to him yesterday, and that's a good cut you guys did, man.
Good looking out.
I said, that motherfucker lucky he got with nephew. I said, boy. But what do you got coming up, man? What's the next thing besides? You know what? Let's not even talk about that yet. I got one more question, because we've been going through this other situation where we can't leave the house.
Yep.
And shout out to everybody that's been going through it. Shout out to people that worked through it. Shout out to the people that, you know, are just trying to hold on and go through the struggle. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to you guys. How did that hit you, man? And what's in the future for your business now that things are kind of different, but it's opening back up? But I know it's still not the same way it was.
Definitely. So at first, when I was doing what I used to do before the lockdown was happening, was for my income besides streams, I was throwing events and throwing parties. Some people know that. And I would throw like my own rap shows, but I would go to different cities rather than just Portland. I would do one Portland, then I'd go to like Eugene, then come back to Portland, go to Medford, come back to Portland, go to Salem, and I would do it every single weekend. And once the news started breaking out about it in China, people were messaging me like, "Yo, it's gonna be out here soon. You should stop throwing parties and yada yada." And I'm like, I'm not gonna just stop my money for something that's happening that's not even here. I did not know that it was going to come out here and be as big as it is.
Yeah.
Eventually, one weekend, we just got put down on a lockdown of no gatherings of 250 plus. So instantly, I was the first person or one of the first people who lost their jobs, because that's my income is having parties of 250 plus people.
And as well as them, the club people.
Yeah, a lot of the
you help them out by bringing all those people in. And them being closed down, that's got to be rough for them too.
And not only that, like, not even to sound, it's not even to be selfish, but a lot of my people lost their jobs. My photographer, my employees, like the people at the register, the artists, they all lost their jobs too, and that's why I was so much affected by it. You know, I was okay because I stacked money, but it's like now I can't help these people who depend on what we were doing.
Right, because it was going so smooth.
It was going perfectly. It was taking off ridiculously.
And it was well put together. Like, you got to come. You literally left your show and came over and performed at the party we were at, the private party, and then got back and still destroyed it over there with hella people. Man, that's crazy.
So throughout the lockdown, I've just been kind of just doing features.
Okay.
And just waiting on the streams. The streams come like once every 3 months. So just waiting on the streams to give me my money or whatever. And that's kind of just how I've been getting through the lockdown. And things to look forward to when the lockdown's over. I'm getting right back to business. I'm taking no breaks. As soon as it's open, booking shows again. Any artists that want to open up for me, message me, by the way. But I'm also doing I'm trying to stay steady with the what's going on downtown, like you were saying. Right now, even if the lockdown opens up, I'm still probably not going to do shows until that's over. But when that's over, then I'll be doing shows again.
There you go. I mean, shit. You could look for what's that shit? Those Airbnbs and big ass houses and do some house parties.
I did a couple of those over the lockdown.
That's probably kind of like a little tougher to do, huh?
It is a little tougher to do. People were calling the police and telling them, but the police didn't and never cared. They would always come and be like, "We're only responding because we have to.
Yeah.
Go ahead and have your party. We understand. We can't enforce you guys to not have a gathering."
Okay. Okay. Well, shit. Let them know what you got coming up now.
As far as music, I'm trying to wait until this protest is over, but I am dropping a music video on the TikTok Tunes channel. Cool. It should be up in the next week or two.
What's it called?
It's called Chosen.
You guys make sure you look out for Chosen. You feel me? Get back in that search bar and type in Saul Luna and check out all the stuff I was talking about because he's been talking about because it's great, man. You know, especially if you've been following what's going on with him or my channel, you know what I'm saying? So you can see the transition from where he was before in the interview and then to where he is now. It's a big step. A lot of achievements, man. It's great.
Definitely.
So thank you.
Thank you as well.
You know, thank you for coming out and really telling people the real about how you feel about stuff because, you know, it's controversial. You know what I'm saying? And people always don't share the same opinions, but it's good to have conversation, you guys. It's good to conversate, man, instead of just being closed-minded, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Hear each other out.
To say that. Open mind.
Don't wait to speak. Listen, then speak. And we'll get a lot further. Much love to y'all. Much love to my motherfucking nephew, Saul Luna. Much love to Chocolate Dope. Dope sells itself. Much love to Park and Spark. Much love to Memphis Mackey.
Yes, sir.
Hey, man. Thank you for watching, man. Hit the subscribe button. Follow the channel, man. We're going to keep this shit cracking no matter what gets in front of us. We're going to keep it going, man. So thank you for rocking with me. And I'll see you next time. Peace.
You want the moon? Just say the word and I'll throw a lasso around and pull it down.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Damn, Cali, you can't walk.
She like, where you at? I'm with the gang, yeah. And I'm as they do the dance, I'm switching lanes, yeah. Look, I don't give a fuck about what they say, yeah. Because I do busy stacking on my K, yeah. She like, where you at? I'm with the gang, yeah. And I'm as they do the dance, I'm switching lanes, yeah. Look, I don't give a fuck about what they say, yeah. Because I do busy stacking on my K, yeah. Pussy nigga, watch what she say right now. Fuck pole to the blood, let it spray right now. Ay, if I catch her up, I catch a case right now. Try to tie, she gon' tie me in a rape right now. Ay, I'm in on my wrist, ay. And I'm with that gang, baby, know I'm with the click, ay. Tell me talking shit, ay. Cause I'm with the shit, ay. Pull up with the choppers, we gon' put up when the clicks, ay. Hey girl, what's up? Baby, you know I'm blowing up. I'm in the club, everybody showing love. Hey girl, what's up? Baby, you know I'm blowing up. I'm in the club, everybody showing love, showing love. She like, where you at? I'm with the gang, yeah. And I'm as they do the dance, I'm switching lanes, yeah. Look, I don't give a fuck about what they they say, yeah. Because I do busy stacking on my K, yeah, yeah. She like, where you at? I'm with the gang, yeah. And I might see do the dance, I'm switching lanes, yeah. Look, I don't give a fuck about what they say, yeah. Because I do busy stacking on my K, yeah, yeah. Choose a lover.